3, 2, 1. How we doing, fellas?
Doing all right.
No, pretty good. Ready to talk about some shit?
Yeah. So this is your first podcast. Well, not Gabe's first podcast, but this is your first podcast. This is the first one on. And then this is the first time we're actually having 2 cameras. So we got camera 1, camera 2.
Got Bacchus as our designated Jamie. Shout out to haircut.
Look that shit up, Joe. So we got back from playing tennis. How long have you been playing tennis, Kobe?
I started my junior year of high school.
You're pretty fucking good.
I'm all right.
Like, you're good. Like, you can accurately, like, send that ball over the net.
I was better back in the day.
Were you?
Yeah.
Just faster?
I mean, I'm a big meatball now. just a big guy now. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to move around the court.
No, I saw Trenton. I drove by while I was playing Pokemon Go, and I saw Trenton running around in, like, that exact same outfit, like, cargo pants and all, just trying to fucking swing at shit. And
Yeah.
It very uncoordinated, but
I think
your effort was beautiful.
Of course.
Congrats.
It's all about the effort.
I can't play tennis. I already know I can't play tennis.
I think he hit like 50 balls over the fence, though.
Yeah. I'm not very good when it's like over my head and shit. Like, I don't have that like spiking ability. Even in volleyball, like, I can't spike a ball.
Sport.
I can't spike anything like down at the correct angle. It just doesn't work for me.
Yeah, I mean, the racket hit the ground a couple times, and you chucked your racket.
Fuck that racket. Fuck that sport. First of all, fuck tennis.
Yeah, because
tennis sucks.
Tennis is one of the best sports.
It's bullshit. It's such bullshit. You know it. Gabe knows it, right?
I think the best sport's probably football.
Oh yeah, I have to agree on that.
Be real. Followed then by basketball. We'll say maybe then baseball. I'll put soccer and then hockey. I really don't. Actually, I'll put hockey above soccer because more people watch hockey, but I really don't like hockey.
Maybe in America, but
maybe. I guess globally probably. More people watch
soccer's
soccer.
like the biggest sport.
Really?
You want that?
Oh yeah. Soccer is for sure the largest sport in the world. Oh my God, it's what is it, like 2 billion fans or something like that?
Yeah, and it's getting a lot bigger over here now too.
So actually,
In the U.S. Oh
Yep.
yeah. We have like
Minnesota got a team.
Yeah, the Minnesota United.
Yep.
And then there's other like literally other states are like.
Here shows a list.
Haven't we had United?
5 billion.
Are you sharing the screen?
oh
so-
wow.
yeah,
Basketball
so-
number 3.
Tennis is 5. That's
Look at that.
Wow.
Tennis number 5.
Impressive.
American football and rugby.
I almost thought golf would have been higher than 10, but I
Why-
guess go baseball.
So why is American football and rugby like why are they matched together?
Where do they show rugby matches even? Like, do we have pro rugby teams?
No.
No.
overseas. They do.
Yeah, overseas I got big fucking men that would be playing American football, but
Fucking units.
playing padless American football in the sport of rugby.
That's manly. I think that's sweet. Just
Well, the thing
just look at them. I mean, they're just no pads. Just
oh yeah,
huge people just running at each other.
So
And
tennis is
It's
pretty
crazy.
popular.
Fuck the
Yeah,
Eagles,
it's
though.
fun.
Tennis is pretty
I saw some
popular,
Eagles
yeah.
players on that website. I just gotta say, fuck the Eagles.
fuck the Eagles.
Fuck the Eagles.
Fuck Philly. No.
Fuck Philly.
and Green Bay.
And Green Bay. Yeah, fuck the Packers. See that Viking? Yeah, fuck the Packers for sure. But what I was gonna say is like, there's a technique to rugby though. You don't actually like hit people like you do in football. It's not just like
bitch.
it's not completely like it's not just completely barbaric. Like there's techniques to like taking people down in rugby that are like. It would be like if you played football, but there was like no hitting of the shoulders. It was more or less like just like t-shirt tackles and shit like that, or jersey tackles, and like foot tackles and shit. Like when Joe played football, he would send his helmet right into their fucking knees and he'd just take them out. But you wouldn't be able to do that in rugby because your head would explode. The 300-pound man's knees.
Split your skull on somebody's kneecap. Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound fun.
No, it's not. Fuck. Tennis sucks, though. Baseball's worse. Baseball's way worse.
No, that's
Dude, I don't like watching or playing baseball. I was just never into it. It's just like, it takes way too long, and it's just like, it's kind of like hockey. It's like, not enough happens.
What? A lot of shit happens in
You don't
hockey.
score enough. I mean, yeah, you can watch dudes, like, cream each other, like, try to cream each other, but, like...
Fights. You can't fight in football.
think
I
Hockey's
guess.
fun
Yeah,
to
you
watch.
can't fight in football. I'll give you that.
Well, we're
baseball's
from...
not like that exciting to watch unless it's like a close game and it's like the bottom of the 9th inning or something. And like I mean,
Unless
in
you
every
want to
sport there's
fucking hit it at the pack.
in every sports there's exciting moments.
Yeah. I like watching, like, baseball highlights can be cool
Maybe
sometimes.
if the Twins are good one year, I'll like, give it a second chance. But
Like I don't
We're
think
only good
soccer's
one
that
year.
exciting,
and we
but
got shit out
until
by
like
White
the
Sox
last
or
like
something.
10 minutes, and it's a close game.
I think
then it gets
FIFA's
wild.
fun. I like FIFA.
The
Never
World
actually
Cup is
played
really
FIFA.
fun to watch.
Yeah.
I love watching the World Cup.
The World Series and I never missed the World Series. I watched every World Series since I was like 15 years old.
Watched a couple of them.
But the World Cup, I haven't seen like a single one. Not a single one World Cup. I don't soccer, dude. I just can't
Soccer's
get into
actually
it.
so fun to play. Like, I'll give it, like, anyone who says it, not fun to watch, but fun to play. Oh, hell yeah. You're just, like, sprinting down the field. Like, they allow them out, like, checking. It's awesome. Just get to, like, push kids around that
Yeah,
never played, like, contact sports. It's great, yeah.
it's the best. You just get to bully these scrawny kids.
Yeah, kind of.
But
sometimes I have the big fuckers.
yeah, I liked playing, like, when I played soccer occasionally. I never played like as like an actual school sport soccer or like even on a team. But like when we would go and play and shit, I liked playing goalie. That was my favorite part. The fact that I couldn't use my hands really fucked with me in every other aspect of the sport. But the goalie was the best position to play, in my opinion,
It's like I
because I didn't have to run. That's probably it. That was subconsciously.
There's a lot of running in soccer too.
So much.
Oh, there's a ton.
Well,
There's
there-
this fact like, gosh, I don't know what it is. Like
How many
3
miles?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's something like that. It
look,
was
look that shit up, Joe. How many?
just running back and
Look
forth
that
like the
shit up.
full game. Like
Oh.
I couldn't even imagine that.
Yeah, there's so much running to it. But, like, that's the difference. Like, soccer players and people, like, they like to bash on how much football players, like, don't run in American football. But, like, football players, there's more explosive power. They're constantly doing explosive power things. Like, that would be comparing, like, somebody who runs on the treadmill to, like, somebody who does, like, overhead snatches. You know what I mean? That's two totally different aspects, but they both require like massive physical exertions.
Oh yeah.
100%. So it says here 9.5 miles. What the fuck?
Yeah, so Google says something like 7 to 9. That's like actually wild. It's way more running than I thought would have been in soccer. I had it like somewhere
obviously
between 4 and
varies.
5 tops. Yeah,
Yeah, if you're playing defense, you're not running 9.5
No,
miles.
It's a lot.
midfielders and strikers probably do a lot of running. Like you wanna.
Oh, for
I
sure.
like forward strikers.
For sure.
Yeah, that's where most of the running is. Defense. I like playing
Check out
defense. Yeah, you
tennis.
just had to kick the
Check
ball
out
on the
tennis.
field and like.
How much running do you do in tennis?
Tennis is 3 miles.
3 miles during a 5-set match? What?
That's crazy.
That's if like you
actually.
can actually get it back over the net, unlike me.
Yeah.
If you can,
Like
feel a little less running if you. Yeah.
if you get in a competitive game of tennis, by the end of it, you should
Probably-
be sweating. Like when me and
probably
even
just
when me and
gas,
Joe
yeah.
play, like
Ooh, what kind of
after our
dirty
set,
IPA
even
is
we're
that?
done.
I got a hazy little thing IPA. It's a Sierra Nevada.
Sounds amazing.
You want one? You guys want one?
I'll try one.
Kobe doesn't drink beer. I know that.
I'm drinking
I'm
Fireball.
not a beer man.
You want one, Joe, or no?
I'm good.
All right.
I'll take one. I'll take one.
Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of like that's a big aspect. How much running you do in baseball? Look that shit up. Prove to me that baseball's a sport.
That varies so much because pitchers don't move.
I
mean,
Oh.
very much.
I'd
Oh.
say maybe between
Oh.
3 and 5.
Outfielders, they run a lot.
Baseball. Oh yeah, you can't really measure baseball. It's hard to measure baseball
Yeah, I suppose.
because like yeah, Kobe's right. Like, the pitcher doesn't move.
I mean, there's
A lot
just so
of
many,
guys
there's
don't
just so many more positions and
Base
stuff.
guys
But
don't
True.
I mean,
Very much.
I consider baseball a sport because you can. I mean, just imagine trying to hit a 95.
Does running
Mile per hour
make a
fastball
sport,
is-
though?
I think physical exertion does.
Baseball didn't do that.
I
A full sprint to third base.
yeah,
triple,
and they're sliding and they're
diving. and-
diving.
Yeah, you're sort of that. You kind of.
But like,
Mildly.
is Miguel Sanu gonna fucking sprint that? He doesn't have to be a runner. He just has to be a fucking bomb.
You know Sunny though. He looks fast as fuck.
Dude, he just cranks him over the fence. That's all he does. It's just like a modern day like fucking Babe Ruth.
Oh,
But he's not
I
as
don't know
he's
about
no
that
he's
one,
nowhere
yeah.
near as good, but he's just like fat and can hit the ball. Like that's
Maybe like great value, Babe Ruth.
I like our catcher for the Twins. What's his name? The little dude, he's like the turtle.
Willen Zasadia.
Yeah, he just makes me laugh.
I
Does
like
he?
their pitcher before I got taken out for PEDs, like Pineda or the.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, he used to go. I like that guy.
I like the guy that has like he pitched for us in the playoffs this last season, and he has like the glasses and the handlebars.
Does he?
Yeah,
Who's that like German dude? Is that right?
yeah, that's the guy.
Oh, yeah, that guy. Whoa, look at those fucking photos.
Think of him running around the bases is so funny.
Oh, what'd you
His
do?
helmet like flies off.
Dude's a badass.
Where's he from?
Who is that guy?
Venezuela.
Dude's a badass. I don't know. Okay, let me make something clear here.
Yeah, what's up?
Baseball is a legitimate sport. Tennis is a legitimate sport. But I say it's not because it pisses off Joe and it pisses off Kobe, and I think it's funny when I say it. That,
Most sports are legitimate sports. There's something.
except cricket.
Yeah. Okay.
Except fuck cricket.
Yeah,
I don't even know what cricket is.
Cricket's a sport.
The fuck? Don't they have to like throw like a bocce ball at like a paddle or
I think
something?
that's just bocce ball.
But isn't their ball like steel or something?
Yeah, they
Oh
have,
wait,
like, a big
cricket.
paddle.
Yeah, okay, never mind. I think I know what you're talking about. And yeah, I don't know if I necessarily count that either.
Yeah, they have like a fucking boat paddle or some shit. Like
Yeah,
it's huge.
But I mean,
I'm like, I think the field's
a
like
sport
not very
is
big.
just like a competition
much
between
about
one and another, like an individual and another individual, or like a team.
Try and talk a little bit closer, Mike. But yeah, it's like it's just like physical competition.
Yeah,
Like you wouldn't consider chess a sport, right?
What I think I've seen on TV.
That's a
from
game.
Cricket.
That's not a
I don't-
sport.
But yeah, cricket's a game.
I think cricket's a sport, not a game.
So okay, so like chess, checkers, all intellectual.
That's
Those are
game.
games, right?
Monopoly, a game.
Okay. So like, what makes it a sport? What makes it a game? Like, would you consider Call of Duty just a game, or would that be a sport?
I think that's a game.
It's technically an esports game.
Esports,
Sports.
get the fuck out.
Well, I mean, no,
I don't think
esports are.
Wait,
Call of Duty's an esport, yeah, for
is
sure.
it? I
By
don't think
by
it's an EA sport.
no
Not EA,
e-sport.
but e-sport, like electronic.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Yeah, like they have
That was-
competitions. They have professional like state teams now.
It's like teams for like fucking like the Army and Navy, like
Yep.
recruit. They're like, you got a Call of Duty, you like playing Fortnite. Join the Army's
That's
professional
cricket
team.
up there.
What are you watching, Joe?
Cricket, I'm pretty sure.
This is cricket. Yeah. So in cricket,
It's a big field,
that is
like-
a big field. Let's see.
Like, look at that.
well,
How is it
Yeah,
not a
but aren't
sport?
they-
look
aren't
at
they
they're,
supposed to
like,
run?
Jogging. Why are they jogging?
Well, because it's a home run.
How does cricket work then? If you like hit it out of like a certain like frame of view, it
Joe,
just can't fucking do nothing.
it's what?
So you guys still.
It's on us. Okay. Yeah. Just don't like. I don't think we can show something like that on here. Make it sued. I don't know.
Like it's.
I mean, the British people get mad enough for calling cricket not a sport, but
Hey, I mean, they're
yeah.
gonna get mad at you, not me.
Cricket
Yeah, well,
highlights
Because I
fuck
said
and
it's a
shit.
sport.
they're not fucking real people. It doesn't matter.
Oh, jeez. Did not say that.
Hey, please don't
Doesn't
sue us. Otherwise, we're gonna start like.
So the-
podcast.
They can hit it any direction, it looks like.
The ball just has to bounce.
Yeah.
I think like yeah, don't they have to? What if they miss it? It has to hit the sticks behind it, and then they just have to run back and forth as many times as they possibly can between like the pitcher pin and their batting pin. Like, see those two pins?
I mean, yeah, I think that's a sport. It's just a different kind of sport. Like, I'm sure if it was, like, in the United States and you grew up playing it, you would think it's a sport.
I like the clothes.
I don't know. Just doesn't seem like as bad at like the ball has to bounce.
I think
first.
anything's competitive is just a sport. Like, if you're competing, it's a sport.
Like NASCAR is a sport.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say so.
I mean, you're driving. I mean,
kind of.
you said it. Like, even, like, technique and everything, it has, like,
Yeah,
technique in NASCAR and everything.
there's
Like,
technique in everything you do, and everything you
mean,
do.
Okay, yeah, those guys could probably turn left a little more gracefully than I can. but-
Dude, they're going 200 miles
I mean, that's
an
what
hour.
that's what I'm saying. Like they can probably turn left going that fast a little bit better than me, but
There's the car's constantly shaking, dude. It's like 135 degrees in the car in the cab at all
it
times.
sounds terrible.
and if
they
you
have
make
to wear-
one mistake,
Yeah, you make
wearing like really shitty suits. Like they must be fucking sweating. balls
no.
off.
They wear like these special suits that like pump water through like their entire body, pump water through like these tiny little pads like throughout their entire body, and it just like keeps them cool on the inside.
I didn't know
They use it.
I also didn't know that. It's kind of crazy.
They have vests like that for the military as well. Military uses some of them. I saw it on like some fucking Modern Marvels thing or whatever. I don't know. I'm kind of a fucking nerd if you haven't noticed.
No kidding. But no, it's actually kind of cool. I guess you learn something every day. Mm-hmm. Got a little bit more respect. I didn't think it actually got like super crazy hot in there. I guess like
It gets hot.
I didn't think like going that fast like it'd cool the shit off a little bit.
If you get in like you're always prone to accidents.
Oh
at, like,
no,
all
they're
time.
always terrible because you're going that fast and like that much force. You'd fucking. You'd
I mean, you
sometimes
flip a-
question why like going like fucking 50 and the car hits something and fucking flies in the air. Yeah, I can only imagine going like hundreds of miles an hour. You just like potentially just like kill yourself if you crash. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of a risk.
I mean, I
Alright,
couldn't even
alright.
imagine
Bodily
going that
bodily
fast.
danger. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I couldn't either. I don't even know if I'd have the balls to go over like 100 something, like 150 something in a car like that. That'd be crazy.
and like if you ever look at like the cameras like watching NASCAR, they're always shaking. They're always shaking. Always. Like that's the whole like when you hit like 70 in someone's car and it's a little shaky like it's just I don't like your car shakes like that. Like imagine that for like 3.5 fucking hours and you're just flying down the road at all times. Like if your back end gets tapped by another car, you will slide out around a turn or in a straight, does not matter. You're going 200 miles an hour. If that downforce is not directly in front of your car and your car turns this way, there's a good chance that
rolling.
your car is going to flip into the air.
Yeah.
Yeah, downforce keeps
Typically,
it.
they're really bad too.
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh,
There was just one recently too.
well, like a bad NASCAR
Yeah,
crash?
bad one.
Really?
Yeah, I think he just recovered.
Oh my
he wants
God.
to go back to racing.
Yeah, they're fucking crazy.
It's
dude.
crazy.
Another
Well-
guy got suspended for saying the N-word on a live stream.
Fucking Dale Earnhardt Jr. is talking about like how many concussions he got from just crashes. He had like 15 like major terrible concussions just from like minor NASCAR crashes.
He's not gonna be able to speak when he's like 60. Jesus.
It's gonna be just fucking.
Not good. Yeah, that's like way more than they would allow in football. I think.
Oh, it's
like
way more. It's not.
gross. I think if you even had like,
It's a different kind of concussion.
I suppose.
I mean,
that's-
a concussion is a concussion, but in football, you're constantly getting hit, and it's not really good. But
Yeah. Same with like boxing and like.
I guess like you could consider that lower. Yeah, boxing. I feel like you can get worse concussions in boxing.
Well, it depends. Like
yeah,
you're definitely getting CTE. That's just a guaranteed. Like that's your brain's just getting racked so many goddamn times.
like every play, it's not even like just like one time a game or something.
No, and that's why Floyd Mayweather can't read. Like, if you can read one page of a Harry Potter book, I'll donate $250,000. Charity of your choice. That's the best 50 Cent vine ever. That was an ALS challenge, wasn't that? A bucket of water.
So stupid.
One page of a Harry Potter book. Yeah, I can grab you a beer.
God.
What do you want? Do you
It's
want a
about
Bush?
time.
Hazy IPA?
Getting our fucking Jamie a beer here. Beer up my guy Jamie over there.
How about all that ice
You can still wait his whistle.
Ice? It's in the fridge in the kitchen. Do you need more?
after this one?
Yeah, you can just run
This
and
one's
grab it.
going down really fast.
Try talking to the mic.
Slugging her.
Remember, the mic is what's listening to
The
you.
mic's your friend.
The mic is your friend. You just adopted the mic. I was born into it, molded by it.
Gross.
So I wanted to ask you actually about surveying. Like, what do you do on a daily basis for your job? Be specific, actually. Like, what do you do first of all?
Actually, I've been curious about that. I wonder what you and Joe do. I see you guys walking out with like machines, but it's just like, what are you doing?
Well, Joe does a whole different thing than me. He does like
Okay.
utility sweeps, so he's finding like underground like pipes or like telephone lines and all that stuff. But I do everything. So, I mean, I do a lot of like boundary surveys. So if somebody like wants to like know where their boundary corners are to their property,
Okay.
I'll go out there and I'll break down the section or something, and I mean just show them where their boundary corners are.
So how does that happen exactly? Like,
Yeah, wish I could tell you.
how do you know what their boundary is when they don't know?
Well, I mean, there's deeds and stuff, and then we can't just go out there and like say, oh, this is where your boundary corner is.
Mm-hmm.
We have to break down like from previous plats and like sections and like if we're really struggling, we might have to break down a whole entire section.
Okay. And what's a section?
Oh, I think it's
It's like a certain...
half a mile. Oh wait, it's mile.
So
oh,
it's a mile by a mile?
Yeah, it's either one.
It's a mile square?
Yeah.
Square
I can't really
mile.
think right now.
Okay, so like you break down so you get previous like deeds and stuff like that. How much property you purchase?
Yeah, like when you buy a property, they don't just say like how much you own and stuff. Like they give you like a deed to tell you like.
Yeah, like property lines and
Yeah.
shit. Yeah.
At least I think. I'm just a field guy, so I mean the office people they do more than that.
So are you
okay.
like using those machines though then, or like?
I use those machines, yeah. Like
Okay.
the
Do they follow like? Is that like using like deeds? Or are you like kind of mapping out like?
GPS satellites.
Okay, that's kind of what I thought.
Yeah.
Sweet.
And isn't that what that like little tower is? You guys drag out of the back of the truck occasionally. Like I see you guys all the time when I'm driving around, and like you guys are always out and
So
like right next.
Bastard to Sammy's one time. Me and the Skin Man.
But you guys just like take that big tower out, and that's like what communicates with the fucking satellite, or what?
Yeah, that's if like VRS isn't working. VRS is like just like automatic, so you don't have to set up a big base.
Oh, okay. And then
Yeah, nothing too exciting though. I mean, when people ask me what they do because I don't want to explain it, I just say we're professional hikers because we pretty much just hike.
just hike all day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see your stories sometimes. You're like, just hiked 4 miles into fucking go do this
Swamps.
property. Yeah, into the swamp shit.
Nah, some of the land you guys are on looks pretty nice too.
Yeah, we do a lot of good work, but a lot of the work, like, you just,
Some
like,
shit
it
like
sucks.
nasty.
Yeah, that doesn't sound fun.
Some of it sounds fun sometimes. Maybe not all of it.
Some of it sounds fun.
Every job
Decent
sounds
money.
a little fun sometimes.
Oh, yeah, there's good and bad to every single job.
Of course.
Everything.
Of course, yeah. I don't know. It seems like a good gig. It seems like a gig that's like sustainable too. And like you have potential to move up, right?
Yep.
Like you can like be in charge of a group of people or whatever.
Well, right, I just got moved up to a crew chief recently, so.
Oh, fucking perfect.
Yep.
Look at that shit.
Cheap Camelback. Hell yeah, I'll drink to that.
I'll drink to that shit. So that's whack. And what does Evan do? What does he do?
Evan just got hired on, so he's my technician. So
Oh, he's a tech.
he just follows me.
Oh, okay.
He just like carries stuff behind me and stuff.
He's good at that. He's a
Yeah.
fucking dude's a mule. Watch.
He's a big boy. Sometimes he's just like, when I don't want to carry something, he'll be like, I'll take it.
I got it. Just put it on my
Yeah, he-
fucking 5 foot wide shoulders.
Yeah, he's doing a good job. Just in case if he's watching this.
Yeah, I remember when me and Joe were working with roofing with him, and he fucking grabbed 2 bundles, like books, 2 80-pound bundles, one in each hand, like books he was carrying to class, and he just trotted over with them both, and we were like, what the fuck? Like,
Dude's like King fucking Kong, yeah.
yeah,
He's a hard worker too.
Oh, yeah.
He works hard.
yeah, he does. He was. That time we went to Grand Marais and we were roofing a roof up there, and it wasn't like we had to get up on top of like their patio roof and then go up to the top, and it wasn't like the most stable. So we were like, Evan, stay on the ground, and he just like the whole time he was just picking shit up, just raking shit out, picking stuff up, like little like nails and tiny little scraps that were falling off the roof. Just stay on the ground, haul bundles, give us shingles. Yeah, it was fun. That was a fun time in Grand Marais.
Any roofing help this summer? Or well, construction. Or are you talking like give me like an actual job?
We can talk about that later for sure.
Money.
Talk about that later for sure. So, do you consider esports a sport then? Is that a sport?
Esports?
Yeah.
I don't even know what that is. Like, what kind of games is that? Just like Call
It's
of Duty or what?
Call of Duty, Rocket League,
Fucking like Fortnite.
Battlefield.
I don't think
Fortnite.
anything that you're like in a room sitting is considered a game.
Oh, don't get me wrong.
I mean, considered a sport. Like, I don't think gaming's a sport.
And like
Okay.
gaming can get
Yeah, and I mean, like, you
gaming
can
get
play, like,
intense.
Madden or something, but I still don't think, like,
Really
it's
fucking
a sport.
sweaty, but yeah, I don't know.
I think it's just a game.
I'm like
of
Pro
a sport.
2K League stuff and too, and it's just like, I mean, it's definitely time, and you have to develop that kind of like you gotta like practice it and like do shit. But yeah, I wouldn't. I guess what you said about physical exertion, I guess I wouldn't necessarily count it as like a sport in the classic sense. I feel like instead of esports, I call it like competitive gaming or something because
Sport
that's like
is an activity involving physical exertion.
And
Basically.
skill in which an
Ah, you looked it
individual
up.
or team competes against another or others for entertainment. So
there is a skill.
I mean, I guess if it's for entertainment, I guess like Call of Duty is considered a sport.
The back half of that, I might say maybe you could get away with calling things esport, like video games esports, because yeah, a skill, individual, or okay, like I said, there is some kind of skill. You have to be some semi good at a fucking game to like be able to win shit like this, and they're definitely like, especially I still play Fortnite. I fucking love Fortnite. I'm actually kind of good at that shit. But,
I fucking hate Fortnite.
Dude, they're fucking like sweaty, like they're, like ridiculous. Like makes me want to like quit playing after like 2 games. Just like some people like work way too hard at like video games and crap like that.
Absolutely.
You got to put some respect on that because it's like nothing you can do.
Well, some people are just ridiculously coordinated when it comes to like turning in a first-person shooter with like a mouse and keyboard and shit.
I was gonna say like you gotta take into consideration. I think like you almost have to have 2 divisions if you want to be like honestly competitive in a sense because a keyboard and mouse, a PC like kind of setup is way faster, more efficient, and like quicker than like any sort of console, Xbox or PlayStation. Like those 2 can butt heads, those 2 can go at each other. Yeah, I'll wreck some Xbox kids. Screw Xbox, PC gang. That's good.
PC gang.
Or not PC, PlayStation gang. Fuck
PlayStation.
PC. Yeah.
Okay.
But, no, PC's like way too fast and accurate and like crazy.
I'm gonna stick to my word though.
It's too quick.
I don't think esports is a game.
It's a fine.
It's a
line.
game.
I mean, it's a game. It's not a sport. I'm sorry.
It's a fine line. But yeah.
I feel like there is a fine line. I would make the argument that I think esports are sports, in my opinion, because there is
just the second half of that is just like yes, you could definitely make like a point towards it where you're not technically wrong, but yeah, I don't know. It's just like
it's 100% a skill. First of all, it's definitely a skill because
I can't concuss somebody like in Call of Duty, so I mean maybe he's got a point.
I think it's just a skill though. I mean, it's like
But does your heart?
roofing. It's like roofing. Like you're a
Let's say
really
you
good
genuinely
roofer,
made
but
a sport or no sport.
I'm not a good roofer because I didn't do it.
Well, I think they make
Okay,
that's-
so
But
that's
I mean, you can make if you're gonna say that if you have a skill at something, and that makes it a sport, then pretty much everything that's a skill is a sport then.
no, not necessarily because anything can be a skill and you're just not competing with it. You know what I mean? Like in video games, online multiplayer, you're constantly competing against one another. You're constantly competing against somebody. Somebody's constantly trying to better you. Like if you were, let's say, roofing, and you were roofing one house that was the exact same size as the house next door, and there was another roofer over there who was trying to roof it faster than you, then that could be considered a competition or maybe even a sport if it got big enough, right? Because there's physical exertion, you're doing a skill, you're trying to do it faster than one another. But with esports, you're technically still exerting yourself physically. You're moving.
I guess I worked up a sweat before when I was playing Call of Duty.
Yeah, we all
Sitting at the end of my bed, just wiping my sweat.
we've all gotten, our heart rates start fucking pounding.
Let's talk about how there's like no deodorant in the world that can protect against like video game sweats. Like I'll be the first to admit that right now without any shame, dude. Like you're super into something, like there's no deodorant in the
It's not
goddamn
another-
universe that can protect against.
Not another feeling when there's 5 teams left in Call of Duty and you're in that little circle.
Dude, my degree, like 24-hour no sweat protection, doesn't even hold up, dude. It's like it's like a little piece of paper against like an entire water fucking against like a power hose.
want
or
to
something.
say stuff, but once it's like gamer tested and approved, like that's the deodorant I'll buy. You can promise me that I'll sweat less playing video games than like fucking running or playing basketball. Then I'll buy your deodorant because that's exactly what I need.
Dude, I've ran into some pretty smelly kids that are big into gaming, dude.
Alright, it's just like a fucking hygiene thing. Like fucking take a shower every day. It's not that goddamn
I mean,
hard.
all they do is shower and then go sit in front of the TV. And
Hey, we're discriminating, boys. Come on.
All right, dude.
This is a group of people. Jesus
beautiful
Christ.
individuals.
I am a part of that. Like, ever since quarantine, it's just been all like.
I mean, I'm one of those.
It's been 2K, Modern Warfare, Fortnite, just a vicious cycle till like 6 in the goddamn morning, and I'll sleep till like 2, and then I'll wake up, repeat, because I got nothing else going on.
Dude, time is honestly a social construct, and that's never been more evident until like this moment in time for everybody. Like straight, yeah, it's just in the you know where the kitchen is,
The
right?
Iceman,
The Iceman.
Chocolate.
It
Shout out
is
Chocolate.
Chuck Liddell.
Chocolate. The Iceman.
Dude, it's honestly ridiculous, but I think I actually forgot what we were talking about. When he said Chuck Liddell, dude, my brain just had a
Oh, I
fucking
know. Just flip that switch. I'm trying to remember.
gaming.
It's just on
Talking about gaming. Yeah, dude, it is a vicious cycle. It is a brutal cycle of just video games all day.
Oh yeah.
That's all I've been doing.
Pretty much. I mean,
It's-
like, I try to like go outside and like be physical or like do something that like it's physical. Like, yeah, physical exertion. But yeah, it's like there's nothing to do when it's just like spring's trying to come through, but it's still like 45 and windy as shit.
Yeah. Dude, this wind is nothing compared to North Dakota. Like, the best way I can put North Dakota.
Nothing's stopping the
No.
wind in North Dakota. Just, you got miles and miles just to fucking blow free, and just like nothing's gonna stop you. Like we'll just form mini tornadoes.
So to put it into perspective for anybody that doesn't live in North Dakota and is listening to this, or for you guys right now, like if you've never been to North Dakota, just imagine that if you were at Veterans Park and every single day you were at Veterans Park, you could fly a kite
Wow.
every day.
Every single day.
That's what it's like in North Dakota. Doesn't matter where either. You can be in West North Dakota or East North. You can be in Fargo or you can be in Dickinson. You can be in Medora. Doesn't fucking matter. Anywhere you can fly a kite in North Dakota. Anywhere.
I was just there for 6 months for work.
Yeah.
Last summer, I was
most
there for
perfect.
6 months. Between Minot and Williston.
Do you also mean the middle of nowhere?
Oh, there's nothing. I lived in Stanley, and
What the fuck
All-
is Stanley?
it's between Williston and Minot. I mean,
The most
it started to
uniform
become home. I
level
started to
of
like it a
any
lot.
state.
There's
No,
this nice
Nebraska's-
little bar there called The Leader.
Gross.
It was awesome. But all they had was a Chinese restaurant, a Subway, and a workout facility.
A Chinese. Hell yeah.
I ate
The
Chinese way
essentials,
too much
yeah.
last summer.
Why does every small town only have a Subway? Think about Moose Lake. Okay, Moose Lake, Subway.
Floodwood.
They have a McDonald's.
Floodwood, Subway.
Stacy has a fucking Subway.
Yeah. Why does Subway dig their greasy roots into every tiny town in the nation? Like they just dig in and they're like, they have to stop here. They don't have a choice. What else are they gonna eat?
What else do they have?
They're geniuses.
I think Subway is one of those things that if you don't eat it all and you leave it in your vehicle, it stinks.
Oh yeah, it's definitely the most processed.
Nothing
of any
worse
fast
than
food.
when my dad would come in the morning with his steak, egg, and cheese thing just sitting in the office. I almost have to like not show up,
Dude,
call him sick just because it stinks so much.
I mean, sometimes a spicy Italian can hit the spot, but yeah, like you can't. It's a meal that has to be eaten in a single sitting. Otherwise, you'll
And leave the
realize.
house.
Yeah, otherwise you're gonna realize exactly what you're putting into your body. Sorry, sorry, but
well, that's you ever seen
Jared
it?
was strike one.
Evan Erickson left a sausage burrito for McDonald's
More
in
than
my
$5
refrigerator for like 2
footlongs,
weeks.
Strike two.
What?
Evan
What'd you say?
Erickson left a sausage breakfast burrito for McDonald's in my fridge for like 2 weeks.
And it like didn't stink.
Oh no, it was disgusting.
Okay,
I
yeah.
didn't.
Like
I was like
hard.
getting something out of there, and then I like pulled like the milk or something, and I looked way back there, and it's just nesting.
Oh,
Tucked away for
Just-
Kobe to
It
find.
was,
You
it was
could-
disgusting.
concuss one of your fucking neighbors if you threw it hard enough. Just fucking whip that. It's like a rock. But
He
no,
put it-
you ever seen the eggs at Subway? The egg, like the egg, fucking whatever you want to,
I get like the egg McMuffins or whatever the hell.
or the flatbread with like egg, steak, and Gee, you know what?
He's talking
'cause
about Subway.
Subway.
Yeah, no, never mind.
Oh god, the egg like fucking they have like egg wraps or whatever it is. It looks like a tortilla. An egg is not supposed to look like a tortilla. Like they fucking wrap they put down the flatbread, which is basically just a thick ass tortilla with a little bit more flour and less water, and then you just like lay another tortilla on top of it,
disgusting.
and it's egg. It's egg. And look at how fake that yolk is. That's not real yolk.
It looks
It's
like
not like real egg.
looks like they just put
No.
like some
That's what it
food
looks
coloring or something.
Alright.
That's not real egg.
Oh,
That's not right.
That's beautiful. Shout out Subway.
What about the chicken cubes that feel like rubber fucking bouncy balls? What about those? That's not real chicken. That's fucking fake as fuck.
From Subway?
Yeah.
You could even let a chef try to
I like
dice
those.
chicken.
So
that's
let's
fine.
let's
It's
not diss on those
possible.
because I love that.
The chicken
bacon ranch.
Dude, I smack so many of those though. That's the thing. I'll still eat them. Like I don't give a fuck.
I had one bad day
I
with
could
that though.
like
Is
flatbread and the meatball, so like, that's not bad. Sometimes it's good.
Flatbread
marinara
meatball?
is good.
Yeah, you almost can't fuck up like a meatball sandwich. But
No, that shit's
it's
good.
just like borderline. They almost do.
They almost do. You know what I'm pissed about?
What's that?
The fact that this quarantine shut down Wendy's. What the fuck?
I don't-
Quarantine didn't even shut down
Yeah,
Wendy's.
I
I
don't-
was like closed.
Before.
Oh yeah, you were still in fucking North Dakota. That had been fucking shut down for like a month and a half, and then like quarantine happened. Like they were gonna put like a Burger King in there, and they just haven't gotten around to
Yeah,
it.
there's
They
gonna be a
basically
BK
they
gonna
basically
put in.
sold it, and then just like without like I don't even know why. Like no announcement, no nothing. They just like one day it's just like, oh yeah, we close in like 2 or 3 days. Goodbye. And it's just like we're gonna get like a fucking Burger King in there. But, you know, let's just take away one of, like, the maybe 3 or 4, like, decent places to get food in town. Put nothing in it, but just, like, take it away.
To be
Dude.
completely honest, I don't even want another fast food restaurant. Cloquet has way too many fast food.
And,
I
like,
think
a Burger King.
we don't have anything to like sit down and eat besides like Pedro's.
I mean, like,
Or
get, like a little
Perkins.
bit more poppin', like, restaurant.
Family tradition.
but that, I
kinda
consider
chain,
Perkins
like,
as a fast
yeah,
food
but-
restaurant.
Sammy's.
It's like a chain. Like, why can't we just have like a nice like sit down like? There's good.
Because
place
no
to
one
eat.
sits in. Everyone drives through. Applebee's is gone.
Yeah, Applebee's. Is
Everyone just drives through. That's the thing about Cloquet is like it's literally got one giant like the start of a giant highway of how most people from the cities get up to the North Shore. That is how they, or not the North Shore, the Iron Range, the Iron
Oh,
Range.
yeah, Iron
Well, the
Range.
North
You don't
Shore
gotta
too.
come.
The North.
I
Well,
guess
they
you
pass
kinda
by
gotta come this
Cloquet
way.
on 35.
Oh yeah, but that shit have to go through Cloquet.
Yeah.
like
so
Avenue C was good.
no, they just don't. They can't survive in this town.
Yeah,
There's
no,
too many people
nothing can.
constantly traveling through.
And it's not even that, like, there's, like, what, like, 12, maybe 13,000, like, fuckers here. Like, the main problem is, like, nobody really supports, like, local businesses unless they're, like, fucking popping.
True.
Like, I don't even understand how that, like, Northeast Steakhouse place is, like, kept in business. Like,
Oh,
they're
I never
they're
saw-
closed
barbecue.
now.
Barbecue.
Yeah, they closed a while.
Are they, like,
ago.
completely shut down now?
Yeah,
Like-
they're
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Like, you can start an Avenue C too. Like, you can have a semi-successful beginning, but like once everybody realizes this is just like basic food, like there's nothing like crazy like good about this place, they're gonna stop coming. Cloquet has like Cloquet has like the word. That's why Pedro's is so good. Pedro's is like authentic, like real good, like actual. Like, nice, good sit down place too. Like,
Oh, I love Pedro's.
I hadn't even been inside Avenue C or like the North, like the steakhouse place or whatever. But yeah, eat ambiance, like actually good, like worthwhile. Come back for it again, food. But like yeah, Cloquet, like one of the main problems like is local businesses here. Like people just don't support them. That's what I'm saying. Like we could get a sit down place, and that could be like mildly successful, but it would have to be like a semi kind of like chain kind of thing. So like
Bars do well here.
yeah. Bars do well in any small town.
That's true. Well,
Yeah,
bars
no,
serving
like,
food.
You can't just like open up your own business here and like kind of like be mediocre and expect to make it here because not enough people, unless you know enough people, not enough people are gonna come out to support you.
True.
I mean, even my hometown, like Litchfield, like I mean, it's half the size of Cloquet, and I mean they have at least restaurants and stuff. Like
Yeah.
at least one.
Oh yeah, that's like
That's not like that. Just has like burgers
Virginia
and
and
steaks.
Chisholm.
Like,
Like,
where can you get a
they
steak in Cloquet?
support their businesses?
We have places where you can sit down and eat. That is evident. We do.
We do. Like fucking like Famtrad, like weird ass Culverts. Like
Family tradition. Culbert's is doing pretty good.
Oh,
Culbert's.
thanks,
Shout out to
Aileen.
Culbert's, by the way. Best pancakes in the fucking world. I swear to God. They're so good, and all the food they make is literally like right in front of you, and it's
almost
all.
pretty good.
Their fucking French fries are potatoes that they slice in front of you. Like,
Bite down.
Yeah.
Sammy's
Yeah.
will sit down. If you're feeling fucking risky, you can go to Hong Kong. Feel,
dude, how is Hong
feel
Kong so
less
big?
risky, you can go to Panda.
More risky.
More risky.
I was
yeah.
about to say more risky.
Our
I
football
got
coach in
food
high school wouldn't
poisoning.
even let us eat there.
I got food poisoning from Panda once. It was terrible.
It was like probably
That's
the
just
only
a
time
risk.
you've been there.
That's a risk you take when you go to Panda.
Yeah, that is.
I think every time I've been there, I've gotten food poisoning.
Especially like
They
how
should
much
just have a
Gracie
waiver
Lou
that you sign.
yeah, just
loved fucking Panda. Sweet Lou is all about Panda, but
Lou
yeah,
was-
like I got. We actually went to Panda quite a bit and like got food poisoning and just like I haven't been there
I mean,
since. It's
when we
just
say
crazy.
food poisoning, we're not saying like maybe real food poisoning. Like you just feel different after you.
Oh
eat
no,
Panda.
I'm talking about real food poisoning.
Oh, I think I've only had it like once.
Like high fever, you throw up everything, like you try to eat, like just dry heaving, like just nasty, terrible. Yeah, no, like actual food. I had actual food poisoning.
but I've only had that.
I had
once.
real food poisoning. That's
like not just oh god, I made your gut. Or I don't know, like I can't eat anything for like 16 hours because it will all immediately come back up.
Ugh.
Like yeah, bad.
God.
It was bad.
I think the only place that's ever given me food poisoning in Cloquet was Gordy's.
Really?
Believe it or not, yeah.
I forgot about Gordy's. Yeah, that's my fucking sit down family. But back is to say and cut it.
I don't know.
Don't diss or get sued by Gordy's too.
Oh no, I love. Don't get me wrong. Like I love Gordy's, but like I swear to God, one time I went there and they must have fucked up the chicken or the burger or whatever I had when I was there. I don't remember exactly what I had, but like I just remember it was the only place I got food poisoning, and I like talked to other people about it, and they're like, "What are you talking about? I've never had food poisoning from Gordy's," and like every person I've talked to has like never had an issue with their bowels after Gordy's. Well, has never had an issue with their immune system after Gordy's.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm usually. I love Gordy.
Oh, it's so good.
Straight. Gordy's is pretty good.
The day first day it opened, dude, I was one of those fucking cars in line. It's definitely not I was not abiding by quarantine
I
rules
guess I
at
will
all.
say like, and even if you fucking they milk that Guy Fieri shit for how much it's worth, but
Guy Fieri.
Fieri, whatever the hell.
That's actually how you pronounce his last name.
Guy Confetti.
Confetti.
But no, I don't know. Even he wasn't like crazy impressed. Like it's not bad food, and like, but I mean, like.
Oh, I love Gordy's.
I haven't changed the goddamn recipe in like however long. I mean, burgers aren't crazy. I'll be the first to say it. Like they're good.
That's the best part.
They're nothing
The
crazy.
burgers and their shakes.
It's definitely the best burger in town.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Where are you gonna get a better burger in town?
That's what I'm trying to think. I was
Gabe's
gonna
like
say maybe
thinking like, oh yeah,
Carmen's.
McDoubles.
I
Like,
say maybe Carmen's. Yes, fast food. Go McDonald's. Yes.
Okay,
Uh,
well, Carmen's-
I'd say maybe Carmen's.
Carmen's and Gordy's both patty their own burgers.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Like Carmen's does patty their own. Carmen
but I
does.
will,
it.
I will,
Carmen's
I
is
will
good.
give
I've
you
had
that
that.
though. I will give you that. I don't think there is a place in Cloquet to get a better burger, but I'd also say Carmen's could rival like a lot of what they put out. At least burger wise, I feel like Carmen's
For sure, burger-wise.
I think Carmen's could rival that.
Dude, Carmen's got fried pickles though.
Don't
That's
get
some
me
Gordy's
wrong,
don't have.
Don't get me wrong, Gordy's all that fried shit's fucking amazing. I get curds and like fries. Oh, their fries are like some of the best in town. I'll give them that for sure. Family box every fucking time.
Every time I'm paying the $9.
Time, but I don't even care. Like, I'll eat half the box in the day. Shit.
It's so good. Gordy's is so good. So fucking good. It's
it's
shout out Gordy's, shout out Carmen's, shout out Culbert's,
Shout
all
out
the fucking
Dan, shout out Seaver.
shout out Panda.
Shout out Elaine.
why?
She works there and she's thick. I don't know.
She works at Warming House, bro.
Well, something owned by the Lundquist. So shout out Lundquist too. How about that?
Yeah.
Please sponsor us.
Please.
We'll wear
Sponsored by
we'll wear
Gordy's.
Gordy's hats and we'll put some shit up on the wall.
God damn it. What are you taking control of this now? This is my podcast, motherfucker.
Well, you actually, I mean to talk to you about that. You need some structure to this. I like the free bullshit format. Like, that's really fun.
Structure.
Especially when, well, I don't know. You need, like Like, even yourself, like, you kept trying to, like, rally me to COVID last time, and it's just like, yeah, we need to, like, maybe acknowledge what maybe we should touch on if we want to touch on anything. But like I said, the free bullshit format, like, I love it. You know, you just get drunk to talk about nonsense. But, I mean...
Yeah, 100%. Like,
depends,
that's
like, oh... That's,
one of the best...
I don't know what's happening up there, but...
Yeah, what's going on with that, Joe?
I was just going to say...
No, it's the other one. Or no, it's this camera, yeah.
Definitely, there's
switch to
something,
cam 2.
there's
Switch to
something
cam 2.
beautiful
Or
about
switch to cam
poetic
1.
chaos, but you could definitely
Yeah, that's...
give a little backbone to something. I don't know, a little like the professionalism on it.
I mean, I
Depending
do...
on, like,
so
what you want to do with this. I mean, I just like that, just like random like talking about nonsense. But I don't know. Do you want to like do something with this? Is this like?
Yeah, I do. I really do.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like,
And
maybe figure out like what you'd like to like.
Just get off of cam 2. Just get off of cam 2.
There you
Fuck
go.
it.
Cam 2 is being fucked.
Cam 2 is being fucked.
Keep Cam 2. My Cam 2. Goddamn.
It just... I don't know what's going on with cam 2 right now, but we just won't worry about it for now. We'll just... It's not the end of the world. Just stop
It's
fucking
okay,
with it.
Jamie. Don't worry.
Just stop fucking. I like the freeform bullshit.
Oh, that's what I'm saying too. There's nothing wrong with that.
Like, I really
like that.
enjoy...
And sometimes you get a bunch of like crazy drunk shit going on that you wouldn't have actually like stumbled upon before. Like,
But I do have a logo being created at the moment.
oh, like
that
I
I'm
said,
gonna-
for sure you should do an intro. Like, you should definitely
Yeah.
introduce everybody. Like, I don't know, you should do something great. You can do something sexy.
I'm probably gonna do when I do for an intro. I'm probably gonna find like some sort of song or have somebody make something for me where like it just goes with the format of Boys Will Always Be Boys, and then I'm getting foam on the walls, so it's not gonna be so goddamn fucking echoey in this room.
Oh, like insulate, yeah.
Yeah, sound insulation.
I can understand where Gabe's coming from on that though. Like, I think you should have like things that maybe you try
Talking
talking
points.
about. Like, you should talking points. But then
that-
like if you go somewhere else, it's all right. But I mean, at least you like try touching up on some of those things. I mean, it's a little easier when there's more to actually like talk about, like when sports are going on, like just because of all this COVID stuff going on. Like, there's nothing going on, so this is the best we can do.
It. But I don't know, like this like round table, like just kind of shoot the shit kind of thing. Like, I think like people enjoy that so far. Like,
Oh,
everybody
for
I've
sure.
heard has enjoyed this.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, if you ever listen to any sort of podcast whatsoever, the only talking points that they have is like if an expert comes on or if something's going on in the world. Like when you have a political figure on a podcast, or if you have like at the beginning of when COVID was like starting to ramp up, they had or Joe Rogan had the guy that was like a virologist on. He
Epidemiologist?
what?
An epidemiologist?
No, he was like a PhD in...
Someone who studies a virologist, you're correct.
Yeah, he was a virologist. He was like a virus.
I mean, it's not
virus
totally
doctor.
blind either. It's, I mean, at least like when we
Oh, by the way, Kim
What-
Jong-un apparently was seen for like the first time in 3 weeks. So
Oh,
I guess
or is
he's
he
not
some?
dead.
Is it
Yes.
some Ferris Bueller shit? Put some glasses on him, and fucking drag his pale ass out. Put him in a
There's
really...
been so many like funny like TikToks and stuff. It's just like this like limp body being like strung up and like floating through this thing, and it's just like here comes the supreme leader, and it's just like this guy being swung around.
Oh yeah, it was like some sort of like zip line thing.
Yeah.
it was like through a
Just, like,
building.
fucking limp, yeah.
Yeah, I know exactly what meme you're talking about.
Oh god, dude, there's been some fucking 2020 has been great for fucking meme culture, but terrible for the human race. Like, God, even the build up into 2020, like wasn't 2019 like Australia was like burning to the goddamn
Like
ground,
for
or-
4 or 5
Yeah,
months.
like everything's dying, blah blah blah, melting, crap. But yeah, no, 2020's been shit. But like
2020
I swear
has
God,
to be the worst year that I've lived in so far in my
meme,
life.
meme culture's just fucking thrived though.
Oh,
Like,
absolutely.
beautiful,
Absolutely.
work.
Why do you think like like so many memes have come out of like COVID shit? Think about like the jingle that came out of like the London Bridge burning down. That was they created like a, what are those called? Like a song? I don't know. It's technically a
Like
song.
a nursery rhyme. Kind
A nursery rhyme, yeah. Like
yeah,
I mean,
something like that.
What do you,
They-
I don't think I've seen that.
Well,
I
like-
know the London Bridge, like nursery.
yeah,
rhyme,
yeah.
like, London Bridge is falling.
Yeah, I know what you're talking. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
horrible.
But like
But it was
it's
a
all
meme?
tragedies.
That's a,
Oh.
it's a kid's song.
Fergie song.
Like it's a Fergie song. Fucking nursery rhymes are all tragedies. Like all of them. They're all about like plagues and like people
Ring
burning
Around
alive.
the Rosie was like smallpox, wasn't it? Or
Yeah.
something like
No,
that.
Ring Around the Rosie was it was a fire. Ashes, ashes, we all fall down. It was about a fire or something.
Oh, you might be right.
I vaguely remember that.
I was just in London. I saw the London Bridge. That's where this was taking place.
Look
Trent.
up
Maybe
famous
had a
nursery rhymes like
goddamn
backgrounds or
Trent.
like historical and their meanings. There you go. Dark Origins of 11 classic
Oh,
nursery
perfect,
rhymes.
Jamie. You fucking saint.
Shut the fuck up. His name's Joe.
For the sake of this, it can be Jamie.
No.
Oh,
none
it's-
of those.
It's about a tax on wool.
The fuck is
Keep
Goosey
going down
Goosey
until you find the
Gander?
one.
Yeah, what the fuck is Goosey Gander?
Yeah, I don't know. Just keep going down until you.
Jack and Jill's scary.
Something a little bit naughty, but his origins aren't as clean cut as you probably imagined. One of the most common theories surrounding the story's origin is about Francis Louis and his wife,
Wow.
Marie Antoinette, who both found guilty of treason and subsequently, holy fuck, beheaded.
Yeah, Marie Antoinette did not get it easy. Louis didn't either, but
Huh.
let
There's
that
the one for
let
Joel.
them eat.
Fergie got saucy with some of the classic kid tune lyrics. So Joe wasn't fucking with us. It is a fucking
I thought he
murder.
was joking around.
Yeah,
but
Joe is
I didn't know
100%
that.
serious. That was amazing.
That's funny as fuck, Joe. Get that ad out of the corner. It's pissing me off.
Fuck you, Will Smith,
The
Aladdin.
movie where they did like all the nursery rhymes that were like haunting. They're really really scary.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
The London Bridge isn't really that exciting, to be completely honest.
No, it's
I was
not.
just in the UK for New Year's, and
You were?
yeah, I was.
How
where
was
this-
that?
That's where this shirt was taken.
Oh, dude, fucking present that shirt. Show everybody what's up.
Try to move
No, take that jersey off. Get that
Sorry.
fucking Vic jersey off. I want to see that
move
shirt.
Out of the way. There we go.
Look at that.
Look at that fucking beauty. Right
Can I buy one of those?
Sadly,
Yeah,
I think
you
there's
can.
some. Are
How-
there?
do you have?
more of those?
I have a few. This one's actually one I took out of my car. I bought them at the Jack, but yeah, I took that in. I took that picture on New Year's Eve.
No, really?
Actually, New Year's Day.
That was in
in
the
London,
UK.
Yeah. We came back from a club at 4 a.m.
Yep.
and
It's typical in Europe.
yep, and we were walking
How's
down
Kim
the
too?
street and we met these two ladies and we just started singing like Michael Jackson songs in the middle of the street at 4 a.m.
It's unplugged.
and
That makes
went,
sense.
and went back and smoked a couple of cigarettes and my brother just randomly took a picture of me.
And it was fucking.
Next day we were looking at all our photos. I'm like, that's a really good photo. And I went to the Jack when I came home and one of my dad's buddies like, I want that picture like on a shirt or something. Like I'll pay money for that. And I'm like, okay, I bought 12 shirts.
I
I
remember.
sold every single one of them besides like 3 for $30 a pop.
Oh my god. Fuck, I might.
From one of my good buddies one of my good buddies' moms bought one.
Really?
Yeah,
That's funny as fuck. I want one of those shirts, so I'll probably buy one. Do you have a large?
I do.
I will buy one for sure.
I have a
Okay.
medium and a large, I think.
That's fucking hilarious. That is such a good picture to have on a shirt.
Medium.
I'm
I
actually-
might have to barter with you because I'm poor and I've been unemployed.
Oh
for
yeah, I
like
mean
2
they've
weeks.
just been chilling in the back of my vehicle, so I mean I'd
Yeah, I'll
probably just give it to you to be completely honest.
That'd actually be awesome. I have like $60 to my name.
What are you doing, Joe? Stop.
Oh yes.
I'll fucking for sure though. We should definitely. That shirt is for fucking sale for anyone who wants that shirt.
Not the Vic jersey.
Do you want a better shot of it, Kobe?
Yeah, why not?
Beautiful.
Let's get a nice shot.
There we go.
Here, how about I come there? I can't get it.
New Amsterdam.
Pull it over.
cattle.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's just a black shirt with fucking hammered cattle snack on the front.
Let's go.
I love it. I love it. I'm taking one of those.
The Sig makes the shirt.
Anyone who wants one of those shirts, I'll personally, I'll get that shirt to you. You can just send me the order information. As long as you buy it, I will get that shirt to you.
Kobe's putting on a second drop. Actually, he's looking to make some more dough. So
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
hit up Trent and Russell for Kobe Sig shirts.
Hit up the podcast, boys will always be boys. I got contact
Save
information on there.
Kobe's hairline 2020.
For sure. We should all make shirts of us. We should just every time we go to the Jack, we should hire a designated photographer first of all, and second of all, we should all make shirts of our faces.
The best
hammered.
pictures come when you're not like
I was gonna say back.
When you're not, like, trying to be-
real soon, though,
like this photo's so good because I wasn't trying to do
yeah,
it. I was
we're
just
going
like
to
smoking a
Vegas.
cigarette and my brother just took a picture of me for some reason. The best pictures come when you're just wasted and you're just
Shout out Wild Greg's. I want to go to Wild Greg's so bad.
I do too. God, shout out the fucking. How sad. Okay, here's one thing I wanted to bring up with you guys. So,
Oh, yeah,
do you
what's
guys know the new Trolls movie that came out?
Sadly.
Yeah. So that movie, like, just came out when COVID-19 like hit, and all the movie theaters around the nation closed, and it was like coming out into theaters at that time, and they're like, "Fuck it, we'll just stream it." Like, they just dropped it straight from like production straight to streaming,
Yeah.
and they broke fucking massive records.
Do they actually?
Oh yeah, they made like $100 million in the first like 4 hours.
That's
First,
disgusting.
it was ridiculous, and it's.
But like, out of all the options of things you have to like
But-
spend your money on, why that?
Hold on, here's the thing. Like, if you think about it, it's really fuck off. It's really nice to like have a movie just go straight to your home screen. It just goes straight to that TV, or it goes straight to your TV at your house.
I mean, because
And
I
would
suppose
you
it's, like,
pay-
the same thing as like going and seeing it in a movie theater almost because you will. So I suppose like theoretically you'd spend like probably more like streaming it from like your home opposed to that. So I guess I see
Yeah,
that.
and you only have to buy one ticket for the whole family, and not everyone has to be there, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Like, when it comes to like going to a movie theater and you're going with your entire family, like all of your siblings want to go, or all of my siblings, like,
Let's take it for everybody. Yeah.
yeah, that's a ticket for everybody when you could just buy it on one screen at home and everyone can watch it together.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, so
That's still
the,
surprising though.
I love the movie theater atmosphere though. I love going to movies in the theater. I don't know what it is.
And
I mean, it's more expensive and stuff, but it's just something like
COVID.
my
goes
family
on,
and I do together. It's just a family thing we do.
and like the longer COVID goes on, and like movies that are done or are like reaching their deadlines or about to be rolled off right now, they probably aren't because they're waiting for that like big box office weekend. And I think like as soon as like all the stuff can open up again, like the first couple movies that are out, it's gonna be weird because like there's obviously gonna be like one or two, and then like because like everybody's gonna flock to that shit once it's open again.
yeah,
So like, I think
I
like
noticed.
I think some movies are gonna have some like real big just opening weekends. Probably gonna break some records.
I want to
and
see
stuff,
that new
but,
James
like,
Bond movie.
But that's the
Not
craziest
COVID.
thing. Not a single theory, or not a single
hang on a
theater,
beer, Daddy.
not a single theater like in the nation makes money off of the movies themselves.
Love another beer or something.
Oh yeah, I'll get you a beer.
Thank you.
But like theaters only make money on like the popcorn and like the amenities that they sell, right? On the soda, the popcorn, the candy, all that shit. That's why everything's like $15 every
you
time you go to
saying
the
Marcus
theater.
Theaters is way overpriced for their like you get a small popcorn there. It's like $10. It's like
Yeah, that's why I just like signed up for their rewards thing because like with their rewards
I have the
cards,
rewards,
you
too.
get like a free small popcorn with every
once in a while, not every time you come in.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's like
burgers
after
are
like
cheap.
every 3 like showings
Jippy.
or something.
But that's the thing, like no theater. I talked to like people who worked at like the Cloquet Theater, like Premier Theaters, and shout out Premier Theaters. I talked to people who work there, and they don't make money off the movies.
Shout out Kate Elwood.
They only make, dude. Try not to dox people. You're saying full names on here. Just say first names. Just say first names.
It's the first time, but
Yeah, no, it was. I just want to let you know,
but noted.
both of you, all
That's
of
it's
you.
Evan Erickson.
You already said his fucking name. But
I
anyway,
just said the Skin Man before.
the skin.
Oh, that was good.
Well, he knows it's him. Like we say that, but
He gets brought up on like every show. I mean, it's just
he's only been brought up on one, and then this one now. Like, but yeah, movie theaters don't make money off the movies that come in. They make money off the popcorn. So they're basically just like giant concession stands. That's all movie theaters are.
You'd think they'd make. Oh god.
No, don't fucking post his face. Don't post his face. God, don't pull his
Can
face.
you bring that back up one more time?
That D1 thrower from
Yeah, can you-
UND.
Can you bring that up one more time?
Shut the fuck
if you
up.
haven't heard the name, you're gonna know it.
Alright, I'm gonna watch the video for this just so I can fucking see his fucking face go.
It didn't go on.
Oh
Yeah.
damn it! I thought every time he looked something out, it would cut to the screen, but
No.
damn it!
No.
Well, then bring it back up. I just want to laugh.
That's not. Yeah, that's.
You're
me.
being rude.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
He knows I love him.
Yeah.
His long, greasy hair.
This big sexy mane he's got. That thing's fucking crazy. But anyway, yeah, the Trolls movie like might have fucking like most big movies now might not come out in theaters. Like theaters might be a thing of the past from what happened.
The pictures look so goony. I'm sorry.
But they made so much money on the Trolls movie. Like they were not expecting at all. They were expecting to make their money
really
back
sad
and then some.
About the Trolls movie, though.
But they weren't expecting to like absolutely shatter like records and like produce more money than they were expecting in theaters. They produced more money than they were expecting from like box office sales.
That's
And-
disgusting.
Theaters might become a thing of the past, and I think that might be a good thing, honestly. Because I'm sick of going to the theater, and if I want to see a movie, but someone like, let's say I'm dating someone and they don't want to see the movie, or my family doesn't want to see the movie, I want to see that movie, but I fucking will never go to a theater by myself.
No,
Shit, why not?
It's just an anxiety thing. I don't know.
I don't go to movies by myself
Fair.
either.
No, fuck
I
that.
went.
But they're
this
fun to
one
go to
myself,
like with
shit,
your
like,
family and friends and stuff. And
That's-
if you go on a date or something, I mean, it's a good
yeah,
place to
it's
bring
$5
for like a first date,
It's like $5 Tuesday. Everyone's lame. Like you just get to see.
especially if it's a first
get
date,
to see a
because
movie.
typically it's awkward on the first date.
Well, I think movie dates
don't
are
gotta
fucking
talk.
movie dates are bullshit because you don't talk to anyone at a movie
Yeah,
date.
I know.
Like you're not talking to the person at the theater. Like why the fuck? would
Nah,
you go
but
to a
you can
movie?
get a good sense of what like if she's into you, I suppose.
What do you mean? Explain. Elaborate.
Well, like even though you like talk or nothing, like you know, always try to like make a move.
With a person you just fucking met.
Yeah, it's not the fucking Stone Ages. Jesus Christ. I don't have to be fucking. Yeah, I know it's 2020. It's like whatever the fuck, but like, yeah, you can obviously try to like put your arm around someone in a fucking movie theater and like kind of gauge how the situation's going from there. Like,
I just think movie dates are
It's not unheard of to like link up with somebody at a movie theater and like make out with them in a fucking movie theater or something, or like have your arm around them like the whole time or whatever.
seems just like high school bullshit, man. That's
Well,
all. That's all it seems like to me.
I mean,
it is definitely a high
that's
school
dating,
thing.
and like college dating is even like weirder and harder because it's like it's less people. less
No, it's
interaction.
less people. There's more people in college. You
I
just
think
swipe
that-
on Tinder.
unless
Probably
well,
easier to date now
well,
because
well,
you can
that's
just go to
Tinder.
the bar and
That's just, like-
stuff.
well,
Like,
let's-
I don't- when I go on a first date, I
Tinder
don't
and a
ask
bar
to go to
scene's
the-
very different.
I don't ask to go to the movie theater or something now. If I'm like talking to a girl, I'll like invite her to like the bar or something.
Yeah.
Like-
Just get silly drunk.
Oh yeah, because
And,
whenever
like-
I get even one drink in me, my whole mood just changes. Like
You take your shirt off after like 8 drinks.
try
And,
to.
like, I'm talking about like meeting somebody like more so naturally, like opposed to like Tinder or online dating. Like Tinder, like that's fucking easy. Like Tinder's probably like the easiest way to like meet somebody and hang out with them and like gauge what they're about. Because you basically know if you're on Tinder, like you can kind of understand what this is. But like I'm talking
Some
about,
people
like,
don't. Some
me-
people don't. Some
there's
people
a-
don't.
Some people don't, but then they're dumb because that's the worst place to not do that kind of stuff on.
It is a way. Like most people, you can understand that Tinder is like not for most people, but for like a good portion of the population on Tinder, they're there to fuck. That's really all they're there to do.
Well, like if you're being like honest with yourself and like with your expectations, it's like yes, you can meet, yes, you can meet like some quality, like not shitty, terrible people that are just looking to fuck, but like that's not usually what you're gonna get if you're like on Tinder. But no, like meeting somebody like in a high school sense compared to college, like I mean, like it's a class. It's like one class once a day, like maybe an hour and a half. And I don't know, just like the exposure, like with people, like compared like when we were in high school, like we'd see everybody like on a regular schedule, like through the entire part of the year, like daily, and even not in. You could see them in like the hallways or like out on lunch or like in like fucking sports or whatever.
Do the same thing in school.
Not necessarily
In college, yeah. Oh, fuck yeah, you can. You can go to like the commons.
College are like well, yeah, but college is a lot more. It's different than high school. The atmosphere is different. Like people aren't as like.
Well, that's because you go to LSC.
Not even in like your giant ass university, dude. Like there's so many people. Also, what I'm saying, like not everybody gets that close knit like personal high school experience where like
Oh,
you
for sure not.
regularly see everybody and like can interact with everybody. Like obviously, like you can see them around campus and like you can like try to talk to them like in class or whatever, like on the way, whatever the hell. But like
You still
it's not the same. There's like less. There's less window. There's a lot less window, and
That's
lot
not-
more
That's not true.
There's
That's not true.
Less window.
It depends.
You
Like
you don't see people as much.
if you have a routine, if you typically have a routine, like let's say your Monday is like an 8 a.m. class and then like you don't have class till 2, are you going to go to that 8 a.m. class and then leave campus and then come back at 2? Or are you going to go to that 8 a.m. class, hop in like the union or hop in like your study area or the library, and then let's say you run into someone there,
Well,
like
yeah,
that same schedule still overlaps, right?
And well, yes, but you also
The
have to
hallways-
understand, they also have that option too. They can go home like
Yeah.
the entire fucking day. If that's what I'm saying. Like people's like options become a lot more broad.
So we were basically forced together in high school, is what you're saying.
Almost.
Well, yeah. That's the whole point. You're forcing a bunch of kids who don't want to be in a building to that building, and then forcing them to go to separate
it's the
rooms.
Same. It's almost the same in college, but like a lot less strict,
Yeah, because we're adults.
a lot less time consuming. But like that's what I'm saying.
It's more time consuming depending on your major.
Yeah, I suppose depending on your major.
So what is it like? Let me ask you this. So in college, like since I'm in college, it literally feels like I'm always living my life by the semester. So like I'm like, oh, I'm just doing, this is my schedule for this semester, right? And then I'm like, next semester is going to be different. Next semester, I could be taking 18 credits now, and next semester I'll be taking 15 credits. It's going to be a whole different world for me. What is it like not being in school?
One class.
Like looking into the
one
future, like
class
what
difference.
what do you look at? What is like your future, like what are you waiting for next in life without school?
Without school, I mean, what I do now, I absolutely love.
Mhm.
Like just being able to have laid back hours, make good money,
Yeah.
and I enjoy doing.
Okay.
I love being outside. I love being in the woods. I don't really look into the future. I take it day by day, pretty much. So, I mean,
Okay. For me,
That's
it's
pretty much-
like,
I don't really stress as much.
yeah, I get that. It's weird to like, because it's like if I start off a summer, I'm like, I'm only going to be doing this for 3 months, right? I'm only going to be doing this for 3 months, and then I go back to another semester. Or like that semester's over, I go to the next semester. Like that's just how it feels for me. And it always feels like I'm waiting for like the next semester kind of thing, or like the next summer, or like that kind of idea.
Yeah, I just kind of improvise. I think that's the correct word. Like, so like, let's just say like, I work one day, and you're like, oh, I got school and I got this and I got that. I have stuff going on, but like if somebody wants to do something, I don't like just say like, oh, sorry, I'm busy. I got this going on. I bring it back to like, oh, let's do this later or something. So I mean, I don't really.
I guess I didn't really get my point across that well.
Yeah, I was kind of confused on your
Yeah,
question.
my bad. Like
And this fireball sneaking up on me.
fireball's gross.
I had a bad night with it too.
You fucking, I feel like you never have. To only be able to drink that poison, to only be able to drink this is if you've never had the night where you've almost died. And I don't think you've had that night yet.
I have had that night.
I don't
with
think you
Fireball.
have.
I have had that night. I haven't been able to drink Fireball for like 2 years.
Oh, rough. That's brutal, bud.
Yeah, I know. Because I had a really bad night. I was working,
Yeah.
and I was supposed to have a really good day, and I ended up drinking Fireball all night. Woke up, I made it like 200 feet into the woods, and I like was sleeping on the ground. And I had no food in my stomach because I was throwing up all morning. So I was like throwing up stomach acid.
Oh, God. Fuck, don't talk about that.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
that camera.
yeah. I'm just very glad you guys are being less awkward than Tilu. But anyway,
Shout
the
out
fuck was I
Louis.
going to say? Oh, yeah, I was going to explain myself better.
Sweet Lou.
Sweet Lou. Shout out Lou. I was going to explain myself a little bit better. Like, I'm always, like, I never am permanently in one thing, right? Like, do you want to do land surveying for the rest of your life?
Yeah.
Okay, like that. And how does it feel to be there? Like, what do you look for? Do you like, or you're like, oh, I'm going to go on
I mean, It's
vacation.
probably pretty stress free. I mean, like
It's stress free, but I mean, at like times it's lonely because all your friends and stuff they're like doing their stuff where they're like.
True.
So I mean, then there's just me that already know what I want to do, and I enjoy doing,
Yeah.
but
Oh, it
it just gets boring at times. Unless I'm working, I'm not doing much.
Yeah. And I don't know. For me, I can't really explain it, but like I'm always waiting for that next semester, right? Like right now, I'm waiting for the semester to be over so I can start roofing this summer, right? That's what I'm waiting for, and that's always at the back of my mind.
So you're asking like what I look forward to when I'm working?
Well, like as of right now, you know how like when you were in high school, you're a freshman and you're like, "Oh, I'm going to be a sophomore next year." Yeah. And you look toward like that's going to happen next year, and that's like a deadline you can set for yourself mentally, right? You don't have those deadlines anymore. You're in the career that you want to do.
Yeah, but I have like I look forward to more things, but just like I don't look like you're looking into like maybe the summer, like you want to start roofing after this year.
Mm-hmm.
But since I'm already working, I don't have anything to like no school or anything. Like my weeks are pretty much the same. I look forward to like I'm looking at to buy a house, so I'm looking forward to a month to when I buy my house.
It's just weird to me to like not have a professional like next step, right? For me, it's always been like, oh, I got to finish high school, and then I got to fucking work this summer and save money so I can go to school, and then I got to go to school, and then I got to go to another semester of school, and then I got to fucking go back to the summer and make more money. Like it just piles on itself, and it's just these like steps I have to take.
So what do you think when you find a job? What are you gonna?
I don't know. That's why I'm freaking out. Like,
so what's gonna be your next step? I mean,
the next step.
My next step is find a house,
yeah,
maybe a family someday.
And but that's not a professional step. That's a personal step.
I mean, I'm always looking for professional steps too. Like I'm not just like I can always get ranked up in my thing. So I might be going like take some like classes to become actually like a registered crew chief. Because right now I'm just a crew chief.
Okay.
But I can't work on state projects. So I might take a test where I can do that stuff.
Okay.
So I mean, I'm kind of looking forward to that because I mean.
That's a professional step.
Besides, it's a hard test, and I don't know.
What about you, Gabe? What do you think about that? It's like the same kind of idea, right?
Are you asking me like what like my professional goals are in life, or like
no.
About like
the next professional step for you? Like you've already taken
you're in college,
right? Yeah, you're
in college. What are you looking at next? Are you looking for next semester?
Well, fingers crossed, and with a little bit of finessing, I'll be done after this semester with my generals, and like I don't even know what I want to do after that really. I guess my next step is probably just to like get like a job that makes decent money. Like doing something, whatever.
You don't have like any job in mind, or
no? I don't have like any kind of job or career like lined up for myself. I have like no dream job. Well, I guess like nothing like
the way
I don't want to say realistic, but like sensible. Like sensible, yeah. Like nothing sensible.
Oh, yeah. It's.
I mean, like that. Like I could see like places I could go like professionally if I want to like to get a sense. But yeah, like I'm still like 21. Like nothing like is popping out to me. Nothing catches my eye. Like right now, I have no like certain like career path. But like I know like a lot of things I could do. And so as soon as I'm done with like this A degree at LSC, like I don't know, I'm probably just gonna like work for a little bit, pay that off, and like decide what the hell the next step is because right now I'm content not really doing anything. I'm not that old.
I would just say like if you're gonna start like looking for jobs and stuff, you don't really know what you're gonna do. Give a thing like a couple things a try, but make sure you're not just in it for the money. Like I see too many people like, oh, this doesn't pay as good. Like this job it pays more, but I don't want to do that. Just like, be happy with what you do because it makes life a hell of a lot better. If you just focus on money, what Joe said, it's just gonna eat you alive. Like,
and it's gonna make
like when I wake up, I don't regret going to work. I love going to work. But if you wake up and you hate going to work, I don't think that's a good fit for you.
Oh no, and it probably wouldn't last very long either. And like that's like the kind of thing.
And then
like,
you're not gonna get that raise up.
I can suffer a little bit for some money, but it has to be like it's gotta be that like nice little balance between like something that's gonna set me like to live like comfortably, but like still not go in and like hate every single day an hour like I'm doing something.
Yeah,
Well, with something like that, I feel like if you're working a summer job, like a summer temp job or
I
something.
mean, if you're in school and stuff and
Yeah.
you don't plan on being there like full time or something,
Yeah.
then it's a different story because you just need money.
Yeah, because I like to be honest, 100% honest. I don't enjoy roofing. Like that shit sucks, but I'm gonna do it because it gives me money for the summer
Yeah.
and for 3 months. Like I can suffer for 3 months so I can live more comfortably.
I'm
for
just
the next
talking
9.
about more if he doesn't like decide to go back to school and he just wants to like work full time.
Yeah. Try
Just
a couple
like-
of things. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, just try new things, but if you like something, just stick with it because the more you leave a job and go, it leaves that less. I mean, you can't really get that next step going forward.
To put a job into perspective for just about everybody who's listening or you guys in this room, like if you think about it, if you spend 40 hours a week at your job, that's a majority of the time that you're awake for the week. And you're spending that at your job. You're spending most of your life, like most of your midlife, I want to say, like from when you're 20 years old to you're like 65, 70 years old, you're spending a lot of that time at work, at least a quarter of that time. At least a quarter of your time is spent at work. So you have
I can
to,
believe it.
that's like somebody telling you, oh, you have to get good sleep, right? You
Sleep
want
is
to
a
buy
big part.
sleep is a huge part, but you want to buy a nice mattress because you want to invest in your sleep schedule. You want to make the investment on because it is a good portion of your life. It's like a
I
third
bought
of your
a
life.
Really nice bed.
Yeah, you spent a lot of money on a bed because it's a good portion of your life. You want to spend a lot. You want to spend a lot of time figuring out exactly what kind of job you want to do. You want to spend because you're going to be spending a majority of your time there anyway. The time that you're awake.
I mean,
For example,
it's just more of comfortable for me. Like I just bought a bed because I laid on it. I went with my mom and dad and they were buying a bed. And I had no plan of buying a bed and I laid on this bed. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, this is so comfortable. And I just bought it. Didn't even look at another one. Just said, I'll take this one.
that's what I'm saying. You got to invest in the time that you're spending at those places. If you don't like your job, but you're getting paid $1 million a year, how are you going to spend that $1 million a year if a quarter of your life is spent in unpleasant situations?
I mean, in that,
Fast cars and
I think in that situation, it might be a
Caicos.
little harder. If you're making millions of dollars
somewhere
and you're
else.
not as
Okay, let
happy,
me-
I could do it. I think I would.
Oh, they say a lot of millionaires aren't happy for that reason.
Yeah, I know, but if I
Yeah.
could make that much money, even if I do it for a little bit, if I make that much money, I
That's
think I
the
would do
same.
it.
That's the same mentality everybody has. That's the
But
problem. Like,
I'm saying, like just like a typical, like a land surveying job, like what I do. Like I make a healthy living, but I'm no way rich,
yeah, exactly.
and I'm happy with that right now. But if, like, let's say like I started my own company, but it's a lot of work to start a company.
Oh, for sure.
Like millionaires, they don't slack. Like they're actually working hard. Like
All the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
All the time.
yeah, like more than what like most people think they're doing.
Oh yeah. All the time. It's
And they're
unreal.
always in like under stress and all that stuff. But I mean, yeah,
What's so fucking funny, Joe?
fucking G.
Fucking.
that's just my opinion, at least. I mean,
I
sure Joe over there has his own opinion.
I just look at it like you're spending a lot of time at that job. Like, I don't know. It's hard to. There's a lot of situations where.
Joe would have went off.
What?
So we should have Joe on the cast.
What I'm saying is that like a lot of a good portion of your life is going to be spent at work.
Yeah.
So you should enjoy it. If you're not going to enjoy it, you're not going to enjoy a good portion of your life.
Enjoy it.
Well, if you mildly enjoy it, that's a different story. But what I was saying is like a difference between like $50,000 a year, right? If you're making, let's say,
I guess I'd rather be happier, like, as a younger man than, like, retired and have a bunch of money, because I can't do as much shit.
exactly, you're old as fuck,
thing is,
everything hurts, you're probably
started-
suicidal because you don't want to be alive anymore. Like, it's all just,
No one wants to live when they're 80 years old. Let's not kid each other. Kid ourselves.
I started a retirement like when I was 18 years old. So I mean,
there you go.
I think at my rate right now, I can
Sorry,
retire
Could you
at
fuck
age
off? Please.
53. I think my number is.
I feel like you're bad at Jenga.
Like,
I'm giving
until
a
I fucked
lot of
with it,
percent
it
of my
was-
paycheck
yeah,
right now
until I fucked
because I don't have that many bills. So I mean, I have fun money, but I also put a lot towards retirement because I want to be able to I don't want to be able to. I don't want to work my whole life and retire when I'm 70, 80 years old.
Yeah. You want to
Like, I
retire
wanna
young.
I want to. But I mean, if my brother says like, "Hey, Kobe, you want to go to Europe like next week?" I'm not gonna say no, because I also
That's a pretty expensive plane ticket, bud.
maybe in a week. I mean, that's what happened when we went to.
Well, it might be kind of cheaper now, honestly.
we went
Well,
to
now, yeah.
we went to Europe for 2 weeks before all this quarantine stuff, and
You can't even fucking get
but it
to Europe
happened
now.
a month before.
Oh yeah, closed borders.
It happened a month before. Like, we were just drinking at the bar, woke up, and we're all hungover the next day. Me and Kay were late, sitting in the vehicle, and he's like, "Hey, dude, you want to go to Europe?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah. Like, that, I don't know, that's expensive as fuck, though. Like, most people just plan out. Like, most people have
I mean, we
families.
planned that too because
They have to plan it.
After that Europe trip, we went straight to Jamaica for our family trip.
Jesus Christ.
So we went
Jamaica. That's great.
to Paris, to Switzerland.
Paris is smelly.
I will never go back to Paris.
Paris stinks. Paris smells like
I-
fucking sewage.
I will never go back to there again.
Wow.
It
is-
It's a combination.
dirty.
It's so dirty. It's a combination between rats, body odor, and like moldy food. I swear to God.
Yeah, it's
I swear to God. The time we went to Paris, dude, we like rolled into Paris. I got off the train and I was like, God, we just fucking roll by a paper mill or something. It smells like fucking. It smells like hard boiled eggs out here.
I will not go to Paris, but I mean, I would definitely suggest going there
sounds
one time,
Mm.
just to see like the Eiffel Tower and like all the history.
That's
But
it pales in comparison to the smell. The smell fucked with me. It was like the whole like I know your nose.
I mean,
once
I
just
bet
to
you were
see
excited to
everything,
go there
but,
first,
like-
though.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
But now that you've been there, you just don't want to go back to it.
I don't.
Just kidding.
And then I went to Switzerland, Austria, and then we went to UK for the thing, and then we went home for a day, stayed in the cities, and flew out to Jamaica for a week.
Fuck yeah.
Jamaica
Jamaica's cool.
is awesome.
I've heard Jamaica's
I would
great.
suggest going
There
to
were goddamn
Jamaica.
jellyfish in the.
I've been to, like,
canals
Costa
of
Rica,
dirty
like, the
Paris for
Bahamas
first
and all that
times in
stuff.
Forever. Like hell yeah,
You mean Venice?
Venice, whatever the fuck it is.
Venice is the place that's built on Wauda.
Weird.
Wow.
Italy, whatever. Yeah. It's fuck.
Italy.
Italy.
No, we went to Paris, and it was like I was so excited to go. And I know your nose physically only detects changes in smells, right?
Yeah.
Your nose only detect like if you watch since you're in my house now, like what you're smelling right now is like the base for your nose at this point in time. But when you walk outside, you're gonna smell something, right? But if you spent all day outside in the same area around the same stuff, that's going to be your base smell. If you walked in here, this room might smell gross,
That's like how
right?
So
that's
a base smell like the strongest thing you can smell at the moment.
no. What you're currently doing at that time. So like you smell changes in smell, right?
Yes.
That's what your nose detects. Your nose picks up changes. It doesn't pick up smells. It picks up changes in smells.
Really? Okay.
So if you have like, let's say
Is that why you can't necessarily notice how your
Yes.
own house smells
Yes.
a certain way because you're so used? Okay, that's the base smell.
Yes.
Like that's okay. Okay.
exactly.
All right.
So like when I was in Paris, the base smell was the shit smell from the fucking the silent paper mill that we were smelling rolling into Paris, and then I got outside and it was just amplified, and that smell was there fucking all day. Like that when the whole time we were in Paris, I never acclimated to the nasty ass smell.
it wasn't as that smelly for me. It was just kind of like garbage everywhere, and
Oh yeah, there was litter
just dirty
everywhere.
and- I mean,
litter
I kind
everywhere.
of understand. What you're
this
saying,
smell
but,
wasn't
like,
a big problem for me at least.
But it was the same thing in Venice for me though. Have you ever gone to Venice?
I didn't go to Venice.
Okay.
We were gonna, but I just
I
went
feel
to.
like it's similar, but maybe not as bad as like what you would smell like early fall or like the summer, like rolling through Iowa.
or Ohio, one of the two
Or-
wastelands.
Or Ohio, yeah, like one of those dirty like farming, like we got to put manure, like way too much manure everywhere, so like it'll seep through your car even if like the
I'm
windows
used to
are
that
rolled
smell.
up. I don't like I had to drive.
I
I drove through Iowa like 2 times, and like both times it just stunk.
I used to live in southern Minnesota in a farming community, so I'm pretty used to that smell.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad.
That's-
It's like,
I mean, I'll be
even
driving
the
and
south
I'll
end
have
of
the windows
state,
down.
like even like Ottawa, Owatonna or whatever the hell, like none of those.
Owatonna?
Owatonna, like none of those places smelled bad.
My
Yeah.
grandparents are from Spicer, like It's right
So
by
you're
the-
used to it too, I'm sure, because you go down there
Not
quite a
really
bit.
mind it.
I mean, I drove down with friends before, and I had my window down, and everyone's like, "Oh my gosh, roll up your window!" Like, "Oh my, this stinks so bad." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" Like, it's just like,
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, it's obvious. I
Southern
can smell it,
Minnesota.
and it smells like bad. But like people, I feel like are really over exaggerating.
Well, that's like the worst thing about NDSU is that like the entire campus smells like shit 4 days out of the week. Like it just smells like cow manure. The entire campus just smells like cow manure like 4 fucking days out of the week, and I think that's just because of like the farming community and stuff like that, like the farming research that we have on campus and stuff like that. Oh, and I just can't handle it because I wasn't raised in that area. I was raised here in Duluth. I'm used to paper mills. If they had a paper mill in IDSU, I'd be fine. But they don't have a paper mill.
You guys like greasy farming nonsense.
Super greasy farming.
We wrapped
So you-
up.
Yeah, we'll have to wrap up in about like 5 to 6 minutes.
I'm pretty sure. Well, it's been pretty fun, successful
What?
cast. I don't know. Good job with your lack of structure.
Yeah, I felt bad that we started so late. Like it was just such a fucking
Look at the
situation.
technical problems. We had to fucking figure out how to connect the 2 cameras. I mean, that's not necessarily on you. That's just like technology being fucking
This-
bullshit.
Just
But
a
yeah,
voiceover of this, right?
Yeah, this camera's still got Gabe digging in his gums.
Every
Yeah.
time Gabe's talking, just
That's fucking beautiful. Yeah, that should be a thumbnail you put on YouTube. Just that.
I think it will be. I think that's what we're gonna have to do. But for sure,
that's
we're gonna
awesome.
have to start these podcasts earlier. And then
Probably.
when I get the foam and when I get everything set up,
It's gonna be a lot of fun. Jesus. So you getting a good deal on it at least, or what are you thinking? Like this side of the room, like half the room, or what?
well, I'm gonna put a
Seriously,
couple
what do you
panel. I'm putting a couple panels on that wall, and the wall behind me because I can hear the echo come from that portion mainly.
think?
The echo coming from this part isn't really that bad.
Okay.
But the foam isn't very. The foam's ridiculously expensive for like fucking foam. But
Well, yeah, no, like
It's not that
already
bad.
looked- Try to like
this forward.
set
You
up
just
like a
sit.
recording studio, but
I sit in one of these chairs, and then I plug one of these mics into my PlayStation. That's what I do.
Oh, that's bad.
so you use one of.
Yeah.
How do you hear? Did you take a shot of that? Gross.
Oh, I have a headset. I have a headset connected to my PlayStation.
There you go.
Yeah.
Let me fuck around with your cat again pretty soon. I wanna
My
see that-
kitty?
I want to see a little dirty kitty.
Oh, I love Harley. She's
Oh
so
my
cute.
god, look at myself in the face.
Yeah, you were fucking red. Thank God we got you a driver.
You got pretty goddamn tan there, my friend.
Yeah, I
He
look
was
really
red, but-
I think it's this light shining
Let's,
on me. Oh,
Hey, there we go.
Comparison is unreal. All right. Well,
It's a good
guys, we had a
fucking
great time.
snapshot.
You guys want to like I don't know,
Like say anything that like
do any shout outs, shout out some people. Do you guys
shout
have
out
anything
to Northwestern Surveyan.
shout out to mental illness. I don't know.
mental illness? Anything you guys want to like
Uh,
bring to light or
nothing I can ever think of
for yourselves?
Be happy,
What am
everyone.
what's
I
the
love
fucking
you.
word I'm looking for?
Everyone is
Anything
beautiful.
I want to say.
Promote. Is there anything you guys want to promote?
Happiness.
Happiness?
Yeah,
Fireball.
shout out happiness.
Fireball.
Fireball.
Out
Shout
there
out
again,
Fireball.
Near the tiger. Fuck. I was just like, yeah, nothing. I got nothing.
Look at Gabe's fucking hair though.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
Check out this here.
Look at that fucking mane. That's fucking
Oh my
sick.
god, look at that receding line.
Oh,
That's
Kobe,
so
yes,
sick.
sir.
Bald man.
Kobe, you're going bald,
I
but
know, what the fuck?
I feel like you'd be sexy bald.
Shout out to fucking
Hey, buy the t-shirts.
Joe Jamie Backus over here. Being like,
Joe Jamie back.
Buy the t-shirts.
buy the shirts. We're gonna do a second drop. Kobe's gonna
Yep.
do a second drop.
All right.
And the